first time you really faced much adversity this season with players missing. Is this where you really find out what you're playing at the moment? This is the test, isn't it?
My first test, yeah? Losing the greatest ever player of this competition the day before the season starts, piece of cake. We lost 2 players to almost season-ending injuries. Don't worry about it. Mate, there are tests all the time. There's only, in my whole career, I've figured out there's only 2 states of being as a manager. You're either under siege or it's coming, right? That's the only thing. So I know, I'm well aware of kind of every day that nothing ever runs smooth. There's always challenges out there. What I try and do, I think I mentioned last week, is not change my state of being. You know, it is what it is, whatever the challenge is, and there's always challenges. Hopefully, you know, I try and focus on what's the most important. What's the most important thing is we're still building a football club, trying to build a team to be successful, an environment where people want to win and be ambitious. That's not going to change from week to week depending on what's happening. So yeah, this is a different challenge and we're going to have to deal with it. Like I said, it's fairly extreme even for a guy in my experience that you lose 5 sort of players in one game. But it is what it is. But that doesn't mean that that's any easier than everything we've faced so far. And you know, I think it's a little bit sort of being disrespectful to this group of players to say that everything's gone their way, because I reckon from the first game where, you know, we kind of, you know, we're Brentford away, we concede a VAR penalty. Our goal scorer has to come off after 10 minutes at a difficult venue that they've fought their way back to get something out of it. I think there's been from day one a real resilience in the group and character, and they're going to have to show it again, but I think the evidence is that it's already there. I reckon I'm there now. Yeah, I reckon I'm in amongst it. Although I did win Manager of the Month, so they should give me 5 minutes of it. Grace, anyway. Yeah, look, I don't feel the need to, you know, I think irrespective of a player's individual sort of, you know, situation, and they're all in different situations, unless a player expressly says to me or desires that, you know, he wants to leave and I kind of know his headspace somewhere else, I don't see any reason to separate him from the group, because, you know, they're part of our football club, and, you know, Eric's been part of this football club for a very long time, and, you know, every day again he's another one who's just, you know, he's trained hard. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities, as he said, but, you know, that's because we've, you know, been pretty settled in terms of our back form. We haven't had the need to put him in there, but you know, he's always been ready to be called up, and, you know, now he gets the opportunity. I thought he did well the other night. You know, it was a hard game to come into, and because, you know, firstly he's come on with 10 men, and then he's had to, you know, play with 9 men, and as a defender, you know, there's going to be some challenges there. But, you know, I thought he handled it really well, and just his experience I think will be important for us, particularly, you know, with Mickey's absence and obviously Romero being out for 3 games. Just his experience at this level I think will be important to us.
I mean, he's got amazing experience. Ashley Phillips obviously hasn't made his debut yet, but I would have thought he's someone you'd be considering bringing in. Do you think he'd be ready to start again?
Look, again, Ash is part of the first team. He trains every day. He's available for selection. If he gets an opportunity, then it'll be up to him. There's no, you know, I'm not going to manufacture things for people. Everything they get, they earn. You know, and if they're selected because I think they're going to help us win. If they're not selected, they've got to just keep working hard and wait for their opportunity.
Tom?
And just on Maddison, how do you sort of go about replacing what he's giving to the team? Is it something you hope will be done with one player, or do you think it's tweak the system? How do you go about it?
Yeah, look, I don't think you can replace, but I've said that before. I think the system kind of adjusts to the individuals within it, and you know, we didn't create a system for Matters. It was, you know, we had a system and Matters fit into that, and he brought his own qualities to it. Obviously, you know, whoever we bring in to replace isn't going to be the same player. He's a different player, so he's going to bring different sort of qualities to it. But it won't change our overall sort of structure or intent in the way we want to play. It's just there's going to be some variances in there that, because of the nature of a different player being in there. But, you know, I'm just disappointed for Matters, because I think he's had an unbelievable start to the season. He's probably been one of the best players in the whole competition, and, you know, I know he was really looking forward to sort of striving for more, and, you know, disappointed for him that you know, that's been interrupted for the short term.
There's a lot of focus after the VAR and lots of things on thing maybe? Do you think the players were slightly overhyped in any way and 2 players sent off? The Spurs seemed like they were very much in control of the game for the first 10 minutes.
No, because like I said, the first 20 minutes I thought we were outstanding. Look, the Romero challenge wasn't a great challenge. It deserved to be a red card. He got a red card. So, Destiny 2 yellow cards. The second one was a bit of a, just a desperate lunge in, a little bit of inexperience. I don't think there was anything more than that. But again, deserved a red card. So you take your punishment and move on.
Just on the high line, because there's been a lot of focus on that. When in that situation, such an extreme situation, I guess, in the match, did you believe that was the best way to get points, to get a draw or to even win the game? Or was it something you thought was important for the wider belief of the players in your method?
I don't try and lose games purposely, trust me. I'm very much on trying to win a game of football, and it's I get that people, it's slightly unconventional, that I kind of understand, and but you don't get to Australia, to the Premier League, by being conventional. And trust me, this is not the first time that people have questioned my madness, but it's got me to where I am, and I'll continue to do it because I believe we can win that way, not because of any other reason. So, I think there was times on Monday night where we kind of it went to an extreme length, only because I think the players felt like that was our best way to stay in the game and try and get the equaliser we needed. And there was some aspects of it which probably made it a little bit easier for Chelsea to break through. But the flip side of that was, I really liked the players' mentality and intent of, they wanted to get back in the game, trying to play our football rather than sort of revert to some other sort of methods